Good morning everyone, look at this. We've got the lens that confused me the most lately. In the past 2 years, a bunch of lenses came out from Sony, and this 50mm f1.4 that was just announced today is confusing as heck for me because my favorite lens is a 50mm f1.2. So I was wondering, how does this compare? How does this fit in the market? Who is it for? How does it shoot? Is it worth it or not? Well, let's answer all those questions together in a mix of POV and opinions. All right, honestly, I think this lens is gonna make a lot of people very, very happy, and I'll tell you why in a second. I'll also tell you why you might get upset with it or you don't want it. At least from my personal experience. I just shot a lot in the streets of Chicago right now, and as you can see, I'm gonna overlay a lot of the shots I took, how I took them, to like kind of emphasis a little bit on what I'm talking about. But there's a few things to know. In terms of design of the lens right now, the ergonomics, let's talk about that first, then we'll talk about the performance and how it feels when you're shooting with it and who it is and who it isn't for. So in terms of ergonomics, what is great with this lens is that it is small, compact. It's the size of the 35-1.4, of the 24-1.4, and it is much smaller than the 50-1.2. Also has all the cool goodies like the button, the aperture ring, the iris lock, the click on off. Makes it a great lens that you can throw in your bag, throw in your pocket. This is about 500 grams. Now, should you trade a 1.4 for a 1.2, considering you're gonna spend more, have bigger weight, etc.? Let me know in the comments, but I'll answer at the end, honestly, because I'm still not sure. In terms of performance, let's go shoot a little bit in the streets, and let me tell you what I'm thinking. I love those lines. Look at this. This looks like there's some like frame with the darkness around. I love that. This is epic. Would be even better with a boat passing by. Well, we'll see what we can do. We're gonna play around. The sun is fairly low and it's gonna keep getting lower, but I think we can do a lot here. And the bokeh seems pretty nice. I just took these shots and I don't know, seems good so far. Missed your shadows. Gonna shoot a little bit wide up and just see what it does. People walking through, we're gonna get that shadow right here. 50mm should be able to give us a little bit of compression. There you go. And shadow, boom. And we've got the sign. I kind of like that. That's cool. We've got the sign, we've got the shadows. Nice. Look guys, this is how you test the bokeh of a lens. Okay, you find trash on the ground and you focus on it, and that's it. And now you can tell if the bokeh is great. What do you think? Let's see what we can do if we're shooting against the light now. Like this, for example. Get the shadows. But I do love the ambience I'm getting right now. Just need a subject now, but I'll take the frame first and figure out the subject after. Here we go, subject number 1 coming in. Boom. Okay. If we were doing a lifestyle shoot right now, we could really play with those lines and that light peeking through. That would make for some epic shots, honestly. Yo, we've got some pretty light right there. Look at this. Nice. Okay, so 50, you don't get too much distortion when you're shooting like that straight on buildings. This is epic. I love it. We even got like a little bit of that ray action right there with the building, where it feels like super warm just by the building. So as you can see, in terms of performance, this is definitely a lens that is hitting all the check marks for 2023 lenses. It is kind of perfect, fast autofocus, handles well the backlight. But let me stop you. If you think the gear or getting a better 50 or getting a better camera will help you, let me remind you, what happens in your brain is the most important, which is exactly why I designed the 30-day advantage to great photo, a step-by-step method to take your photography to the next level. No matter what kind of camera you have, no matter where you are in this world, this can help you. So please check out the link in the description. It has helped over 2,500 students around the world. Some of them said that it changed their understanding of photography. Some of them became pro, got published in magazine, and most importantly, got proud of their photos, meaning they love what they're doing and they keep doing it even more. So just check it out. It's gonna cost you a fraction of that lens and it's gonna help you take better photos. And then you can come back to the gear and think how you could use a different piece of gear to make things better, right? Okay, performance. What else can we say? Well, the autofocus was fast. It was very easy to find the eyes and the people and the frames. In terms of sharpness, it doesn't seem to have any issues. Look, if we zoom in 1 or 2 images, as you can see, it looks fine, just like the other G Master lenses. So to recap on the ergonomics, autofocus, blitz fast, no issue there. Buttons very responsive. The lens handles backlight really well. It has a particular flare. It doesn't have the character of old lenses, obviously, because that came in with lower performance on many aspects, but this will give you something very solid to work with that I think, in my opinion, is very reliable, especially if this is anything like the 35 and the 24. Those are extremely great lenses. Look at this. Look at those lines. Yeah, there's very little flare in that lens. I don't know if you guys can tell. I'm gonna try to show you the photos, but that's something that I find in like the modern lenses. We're like kind of missing that flare a lot. The flare that was like making things a little interesting, or that would make them a little different, I find is like kind of going away because everything's so perfect. I think that's something that's missing. I would love to see a little more defect or like intentional flares happening. We love flare. I don't want it to be perfect, you know. I don't want it to be out of any flare. I want there to be some character to the lenses, and I find that everything's becoming a little sterile nowadays, and hopefully we can like have people create stuff that are a little less sterile, that have uniqueness, you know. It's almost like the secret ingredient, the secret sauce that your grandma used to put, but nowadays they just made it perfect and there is no secret. It's like every time it's the same. Hey, how are you?
Good, how you doing?
Good, brother. I love your glasses.
Oh, thank you, I appreciate it.
Can I take a photo of you?
Sure, what you want me to do?
Oh, just I don't know, just walk towards me. Yeah, in that little ray of light.
Oh, right here?
Like, yeah, just walk towards me. That looks epic. Can you look a little bit this way? Yeah. Okay. Look at this.
Cool?
Yeah, looking good, man.
Cool, man, I appreciate it.
Have a good day. We're gonna take photo of that grass at 1.4. I think it's gonna be the perfect shot for this lens. I think this is what it was built for. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. Now we're getting a little more flare. Look at this. Okay, this is what I wanted to see. Okay, so this is the flare in the image, but it's not bad, but it's clearly not as strong as, I mean, I'm literally shooting directly into the light. Remember those older lenses would get you that like way earlier. Now the big question is, who is this for? Should you get a 51.2? Should you get that 51.4? Should you get a 1.8? Well, it all depends on your budget. But honestly, I have a 1.2 and I would consider it only switching to this lens for the size and weight, right? But I never feel like crippled by my 1.2. Yeah, it's heavy, yeah, it's bigger than this, but I'm really happy with it. Okay, now, if I didn't have a 50mm and was in the business for one, I would go for that 1.4. Most likely I would save $1,000 from the 1.2. Yes, it's more creamy, etc. But if I can save money, buy a flight to somewhere else, or buy a third-party lens and save even more money and get another flight to go even further, I would do that 100% of the time. Or get a photography course to help me progress even more, regardless of my gear. So the 51.4 is for you if you want something compact, lightweight, that is reliable, and you have the budget for it. Because it's not a cheap lens, we're talking a little over $1,000. Okay, you could have third-party lenses for a lot cheaper, right? But the performance will be a little different, obviously. And if you want to go on the cheap end, just go a 55.1.8 or 50.1.8 third party. Those are great options that have been working for years and still work nowadays, right? So let me know in the comments, because I'm telling you, 50mm has been a focal length that I've absolutely loved over the years. It's not too tight, it's not too wide. When I'm shooting with it, it feels good. It's kind of like that in between. It's never really a surprise when you're shooting with it, but it gives you that reliable, beautiful effect and a little bit of compression, not too much, which we all love, honestly, when we are kind of working and when we're shooting. It's gonna be very different from a 14mm or 135mm, but that 50mm, in my opinion, should always be in a backpack, especially if you're traveling or if you're doing anything a little bit lifestyle, even some street. I mean, look at what we shot today. It works pretty well. Let me know what you think. With that being said, I'm gonna go catch the last glimpses of light over here in Chicago, and I will see you in the next episode. See ya.